Hey growers, it's Steven with Team Grobo. I'm here today to do an unboxing of our latest product. Introducing to you the Grobo Start. Here at Grobo, we want to make growing easy, so we've introduced something to cut down on your grow time and get those seeds started successfully. Let's unbox, see what's inside.
You can begin with the printed guide that is included in the box. It covers a parts list, product assembly, operation modes, how to download the app, cleaning and maintenance, product specifications, and safety precautions. And as with anything Grobo related, if you ever need help, please contact us. Okay, so we've unboxed everything. Let's review what we have. In this bag, we've got 3 peat pods and 3 wicks. Put these to the side. My first tip or trick for you is what we're going to want to do with these peat pods is take a toothpick and just puncture a little bit underneath where that seed is going to be sitting. These peat pods are really dense. That's going to give you a better opportunity for your seed roots to grab hold and have that nice secure footing. We're just going to loosen up inside of these peat pods right off the bat before we go any further. I'll punch sort of 3 or 4 holes down there. In our next bag, these are our seed covers. So if I transfer one of these to a Grobo, I can cover it so it's not being penetrated by light with one of these. You get 2 of those. You also get a little set of tweezers for your seeds and a little measuring cup. Here's the power bar or the wall wart. So we'll plug this in. This is the light extension. We're not going to use this because we're going to grow cannabis right off the bat with this, but you can use this once the cannabis gets a little bit bigger. Here's our actual light. And you can see that there's a little groove here. Where are you there? And so that is going to match up against this groove here when you put your Grobo together, your Grobo Start together. So you're gonna match them up like this, and the light will go on like so. But we don't need to do that yet, because we're gonna fill it up. We've got a couple domes here. We're gonna use those. I've got 650 milliliters of water here. We're gonna use those. That is reverse osmosis. You can use distilled or tap. I've also got the nutrient program here for the Grobo Start. 1 blue sachet and 1 green sachet will go in every time you change your water, which will be about once a week. So let's take the tape off here. Let's see what we have. These are the net pots, and they can snap right out. You can also see, this is the lid that comes out. This is a little float on the side to let you know how much water is in there. also have a liner. So this is what's great because you can take this out and clean it. Just run it into the dishwasher or under the sink with some hot and soapy water and a sponge. So that's it. It's the Grobo Start. So let's set it up. The first thing we'll do is we'll add our water to it. Now the trick here is when we put these guys together, you're gonna put your peat pod inside your holder. You're gonna put a wick into the bottom of the holder. And make sure when you do that, that the wick goes up through the top a little bit. Because you're gonna want it in contact with the peat pod. So then you can put the peat pod back down on top of it and close up your lid. And you'll see there's a little section here that you have to line up with this section here. So let's see if we can do that. And boom, I'll reposition the peat pod a little bit and then lock it in by pushing the wick up. So the wick is pushing the peat pod up against the top. And the trick with the water is we want the water level on the wick. We don't want the water level up at the peat pod at all. It'll get too wet. So this one's prepared. Let me prep the other two. As you come in a little closer, what I like to do is take a little corner off of the bottom of the peat pod. This won't hurt your grow at all, but we want to tuck each seed in a bit. This guy's on the surface, he needs to get down a bit further. And then we're going to put basically a little lid or a cap on top of each of these guys. We want that seed to have contact with water on all sides, not just the bottom, but the top as well. So put a little top in and then just push it down so it makes contact. There you go. And as these seeds germinate, you'll see these little lids pop up first. Let's go back to the setup. Okay, so we've got our peat pods in their holders. The water is filled, but it's time to put in the nutrients. I've got 1 bag of green and 1 bag of blue from our nutrient kit. All I'm going to do is open each one and pour it directly in. And we'll put our peat pod back in. And we're ready to proceed. We're going to put our humidity domes on. And the humidity domes have little spots in them you can see where they're gonna snuggle right up to this holder. So you can put it on and turn it around until it fits perfectly. Awesome. Last part is pop on our light. And then we can turn it on. Our water's in. Our float is floating, our humidity domes are on. The light's gonna be on for 13 hours a day, starting from now. If you wanna reset that, simply unplug the unit, plug it back in, and turn it on again. This will be the new start of your 13 hours of light. I expect these seeds to pop in 3 or 4 days. I can transfer them to my Grobo Premium or Grobo Start as soon as a couple weeks or as long as 6 weeks. Once the plants get to the top of these humidity domes, I'll remove them. Once the plant gets to the top of this light, then I'll add the extension. The extension has those same grooves on it, so make sure you install it the correct direction. and then you can put the light on top again.
Thanks for checking out our video. If you're ready to get started, head over to www.grobo.io and pick up a Grobo Start. You can shave a bunch of time off each of your grows. Get those seeds started right. Hey growers, thanks for hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.